Hey, welcome to another episode of Eric's Camping Adventures. This is the first episode in a series about the 11-mile canyon just outside of Lake George, Colorado. This episode contains some footage of driving up the 11-mile canyon to the Springer Gultch Campground, driving up into the campground, and our setup at Springer Gulch. In this clip, we're driving by the Riverside Campground. It has a nice riverfront area for fishing and just recreation right there. As you go up the canyon, Springer Gulch is actually the most remote, more privacy, a little more solitude. Depends what you enjoy. If you want the most activity, you probably want to go up to the Spillway Campground right below the dam up at 11 Mile Reservoir. The road up into the canyon is a dirt road. Sometimes it is washboarded. In other places it's nice and smooth, and they do maintain it with a grader. The road up through the canyon used to be a rail bed, and you can tell from the video that it switches sides multiple times. A few miles into the canyon, we got to the Springer Gultch Campground, and you can tell a little bit from Google Maps that there's some elevation getting up into the campground, but it's better seen on Gaia, and you can see some of the trails that go out of the campground. So we set up right here on the left, and we used a Napier Sports Dome tent. We did bring the equipment to hook it up to the back of the Pilot, but we didn't need it. We thought maybe in the case of bad weather we might want to use that connection. My wife and I slept in the rooftop tent. We were pretty cozy in there. It was between 60 and 70 during the day, and at night got down to between 30 and 40. We kept warm with some Teton 0-degree sleeping bags. We used our Wenzel canopy with our propane fire pit to warm up in the mornings. We used our CVT annex as a place for storage, and we kept our bear-proof cooler in there with some reflectics around it. And we set up our kitchen area right beside our propane tank to make it easy access to cook on a cold morning so that the butane canisters didn't freeze. After some coffee and some French toast, we lured our kids out of their tents with a great sunrise and some sugary French toast, and we were ready for an adventure in the 11 Mile Canyon.